Hello.
Hello.
Welcome to So You Think You're Iconic, the movie podcast. It's been really nice outside, and today it's cloudy, and I don't understand why.
You know what? It's a little overcast here too, I will say.
Like yesterday was perfect. It was like 73 degrees.
I
I went
love
for a
that.
hot girl walk. It was great.
Yes.
Now the highest is going to be today is 62.
I'll trade.
Oh, oh, this is on San Francisco. 65, 67, 67.
It
Okay,
is it is
not
74
bad.
right now.
It's what?
It's 74 right now.
It's 9 o'clock in the morning. That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's gonna be 93 today.
Oh, it's gonna be 80 on Wednesday.
Hey
I'm
yo.
excited and also scared.
Why are you scared?
It's gonna be so hot in my house. It's gonna be so
Oh.
hot.
Oh yeah.
But you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I like the heat. I do. I love it more than I like the cold. I'll just continue to go on hot girl walks. I'll be fine.
Yeah, why not? Get
Yeah,
the
that
most
reminds
out of
me.
it.
I went on a hot girl walk yesterday.
I love that for you.
It was fun. What about you, Kelly? How's your week been?
It's alright. I've kind of been hating work, but
Oh, same.
One of my coworkers was out this week for multiple days, so I had to take over their work, which not fun. I'm not into it. I don't
I'm
want
not
the
either.
extra work. I
But
don't want
I
the extra work.
but I do everything anyway. So
That is
it doesn't
true.
make a difference for me. In fact, it's so great for me that when I leave on vacation and then come back, they're so kind to have left me work to do.
Yeah, they were thinking about you specifically, and
They
they're
were
like,
thinking about me
"I'm
so
leaving this for
much.
him."
They were like, let's leave all this work for Jordan when he comes back.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. But yeah, I'm okay with work up until like a certain hour because I feel like I do so much work in the morning and then after lunch I come back, I do like one more hour and I'm like, I'm ready to go home.
I saw a TikTok where a woman said that 3 o'clock is the worst time. And I
It
was
is.
actually, you're right.
She
You're
is
right.
right. She is right. Like like I'm okay for like that first hour and a half, but the second it gets like close to like 3 o'clock,
Right. I'm like, can
I'm
we go
like,
home?
I'm ready to
I'm
go
done.
home.
I'm done for the
I'm
day.
good. I'm good. Because like I just like 3 o'clock around that time, like I'm usually slowing down with work because I've worked so hard in the morning to like get everything done. Because with my line of work, there is no end of the line. There is no, oh, I ended this task and I will never have to do the task again. No, this task is always going. So I like panic work in the morning, and then I guess I do too much work in the morning. By like 2, 3 o'clock, all my work is very small, and I'm like, I have to stretch this out for the next 2 or 3 hours. And so by 3 o'clock, I'm like, I literally have nothing to do. I've outworked myself in the morning. I'm ready to go home.
I'm right there with you. Because, like, in our morning meetings, I'll be like, this is what everyone's doing for the day. And then, like, I will complete all of my tasks by lunch. And
Mm-hmm.
everyone else is still, like, waiting to do their stuff. And I'm like,
Right.
um,
Right.
come on, y'all.
Yeah. Like I feel like I should know like the pace that I should be working, but I feel like it's so different every day that I'm like I have to get all this done. And
No,
then nothing comes in the afternoon.
my pace is always 10. I'm gonna finish my
Oh,
work as
really?
soon as possible.
Really?
hmm
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm gonna be like baggage, or like I'm gonna be like tied down to that all day.
Yeah,
And so I
yeah,
just want to
okay.
get it done with.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's me at work, and I don't like it. 3 o'clock, I think, is my cutoff time. I need to
hmm
go home at 3. I know this now. Please let me go home at
Please
3.
let her leave.
Please let me leave. I'll do anything.
My boss is never there to like physically watch us, so I technically could leave at 3. But
Really?
3 is a little too early in case like something happens. So
Yeah.
I leave at 4.
Yeah, four is better because at least that's an hour.
Yeah, I'm like, there was only an hour left. There was nothing to
Yeah,
really do.
there was nothing really to do. There was nothing important, so I left. Yeah. Gosh dang. But yeah, I bought tickets for a concert
Yay!
that I'm
I
so
convinced
excited to
her.
go to. Yes, you did. It's in October though, so I have to
Oh,
wait.
damn. I didn't know it was that far
Yeah,
away.
in October. But like the last time I was like thinking about buying tickets for a concert, I waited too long and they sold out. So I'm like, I have to get these tickets just in case. So yeah, I am very much pre-bought for this concert. I am
Mhm.
still excited though. I can't wait.
I think I might go see Janet Jackson by myself.
Yeah, I'm going to this concert by myself.
I might go see.
You
I
should
don't
go
know
see
how.
Janet.
I don't know how it would work logistically though,
What do you mean?
because it's on the other side of the Bay Area.
Where?
What?
Yeah. But yeah, Jordan is gonna work at the logistics. We are getting him to the Janet Jackson concert.
Hmm. Yeah, I'll get it done
Yeah,
because I want to see Janet Jackson.
this is the year of concerts.
Hmm.
But the one I really want to go to, Lovers and Friends, I cannot go to because
Can't go to
I do not have that money.
if if we happen to know someone in the area where we could like stay with, because that would be a big chunk of change taken out.
See, the thing is, I don't personally know
I
somebody in
don't either.
Vegas, but my brother has a friend out there. I'm like, nah, I don't know them like that to be like, hey, let me stay over at your
Is he
house.
creepy? I'll ask him.
He's
If
got a
he's
kid.
ill, I mean not ill, but
He's a baby still. You like
oh,
babies?
okay, yeah,
Yeah, not like a toddler. He's still a kid. He's still a
okay.
baby.
Maybe we can work with that. Call him up. Just ask. It never hurts to ask.
Right, right. Hey, I want to go to the Lovers and Friend concert. So I'm gonna need that Addy.
Yeah. Can I stay at your house and can I bring a friend?
Right. Because dude, all of the early 2000s, 90s artists, come on, I am not passing that up.
It sounds
But
amazing.
I'm gonna have to.
And this would probably be my only time to see Mariah Carey in concert. So I kind
Right,
of really want to
right.
go.
Oh my gosh. Let's just play the lottery one time for the one time, and if we win, we're just gonna go.
We're going.
Yeah.
When is it again?
Isn't it like June or something? Is
That
it?
soon?
I don't know.
What should be the same weekend as this Janet Jackson concert?
I'd die. Oh no, May 6th.
Shit, that's like 2 weeks ago from now.
Oops.
Oops. Um. Well,
Nah, but I want to see Mariah
I want to see
Carey.
Mariah Carey. I'm always down to see JoJo. Wait, is JoJo not on here anymore?
She is on here.
I'm looking on the one on the website. I don't see her name anywhere.
Wait a minute.
I know
But
she
she
on.
said,
Oh, there she is. There we go.
yeah,
Okay.
I was about to say, she said she was taking some days off of
I
Broadway
was,
for
yeah,
this,
yeah. I
so
was like, I know she on Broadway. She didn't take her
no.
name off, did she?
No, like I need to see Mariah Carey,
And then I need to go
JoJo.
throw apples at Chris Brown, so I need to
Yes.
go.
Also, the chance to see Christina Aguilera. Okay.
Oh, how did I miss Christina Aguilera on this list?
How did you?
That's funny. Okay.
I mean, all of these people are iconic.
I might just have to use my credit card and just do it. I'm so sorry.
Are we just balling out for this?
I think we need to.
It's 3:35 for general admission.
This is sort of a can't miss thing. I
It
think we
really is.
might have to
It
just
really
pull out the
is.
credit cards and make it work.
Where are
More
we staying?
updates to come. More updates to
Yeah,
come.
yeah.
I'm gonna think it through this week, and
Mhm.
I'll let you know by Wednesday.
Mhm. Okay.
If on Wednesday I text you and I'm all like, I did it, you know what happened.
Yes, I won't ask any questions. I will
Just pack
just
your
know.
bags,
Yeah.
get you a flight, and meet me there.
What do you mean get me a flight? I'm like a couple hours away, bro.
You gonna drive through the desert?
I've done it before.
Mm. couldn't be me. I'd be too
Okay.
afraid that my car would break down. I'd be stuck in the middle of the desert. But
Okay,
okay.
fair.
But yeah.
Anyway, yeah, this is the
Anyway,
year of concerts,
it's the year of
and
concerts.
we've kind of been sucked in.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm going to Eloise, we're going to Beyonce. You
Mm-hmm.
might be going to Janet
Might
Jackson.
be going to Janet Jackson. We
Who
might be going to
else?
Lovers and Friends.
Who else at this point?
Yeah.
Take my money. What other concerts are out there?
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Thank God JoJo isn't doing a concert.
God, I could uh
We
I would
couldn't
have
miss
to
it.
go. I would like as a diehard JoJo fan, I would have to
Yeah,
go.
we haven't missed a concert since she's come back.
Mm-mm.
We have not missed a concert. Not even COVID could stop us from seeing her.
Mm-mm.
You said we're going.
Yeah. I was fully prepared to go.
Oh yeah,
I was like, I don't care if I get sick. I was like, this is JoJo.
yeah. This is JoJo. This is my queen who I followed.
If I
So
die after going to a JoJo concert, it would have been worth it.
yeah, it's the perfect way to go out.
Yeah,
I don't see the issue.
exactly.
Okay. We've talked for way too long.
We have, and we haven't even gone over my week.
No, we
Okay.
haven't.
I mean, most of this is getting cut out because I said some
That is
sensitive
true.
information,
Yeah,
but
that's true.
yeah. As for me, I went to go see Evil Dead Rise yesterday, and it was kind of
Oh
intense.
yeah.
Kind of wow.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not gonna go see that. I'm good.
I should fly all the way out there to make Kelly see this
No,
movie
don't.
just to see how she would react to like half of the stuff that happens in this movie.
Even that little clip you sent me, I was like,
Uh,
I'm good.
that wasn't even a scary part, but yeah. I also had a terrible work week. I left
Mhm.
on Friday and I was mentally exhausted.
Yeah.
Like I had gotten like on my way home, my cousin texted me talking about, "Do you want to go to Applebee's?" And I was like, "I'm so tired." I was like, "Plus I don't want to have to drive all the way out to you."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, I'll pick you up." And I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe I'll go then." And then she said, "Then we'll go meet my sister in the valley." And I was like, "Whoa." Whoa. I was like, "Whoa."
You're like, I signed up for
I
Applebee's
signed up
and
for
Applebee's
Applebee's.
only.
I was like, "I'm exhausted. I don't feel like being up all night."
Yeah.
And so that didn't happen.
Yep.
Tell me why I woke up yesterday after falling asleep on Friday. I woke up yesterday at like 9:45. I never sleep in that late.
Wow.
When I tell you I was
Oh
mentally
yeah.
exhausted.
You were done.
Like I woke up and I was like, "Whoa.
You're like, what day is
Whoa."
it?
I was disoriented. I was like, "What's going on?" I looked at my phone and it said like 9:43 and I was like, "Hold up." I
You're like,
was
I
like,
never sleep in this
"I
late.
never sleep past 8:30."
Yeah, unfortunately.
Like this morning I woke up at 8:14. Like I don't sleep in that late.
No.
So yeah, it was bad.
Yeah,
It
that's how
was
you know.
bad. It was a bad week.
Yeah.
It might be a bad week next this like coming day week.
Oh no.
I'm not looking forward to it,
You
but
just need to win the lottery and quit.
I really do.
Like, y'all don't know how fast I would quit if I won the lottery.
Oh yeah, no 2 week notice.
Like, everybody's like, oh yeah, the first thing I do is go buy this bullet. No, the first thing I'm doing is I'm calling my work.
I'm calling my
I'm
job
not
and
even gonna text or email. I hate phone calls. I am calling.
I don't even have any of my manager's numbers. I'll find a way.
Yeah. Jordan's gonna go all FBI, get
Yeah,
all
I'll
the
do my
information he
FBI
needs.
thing, give my information, and be like,
Yeah, and
"Hey,
he's
I'm
like,
leaving."
here's your 2 minute notice.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Is the other guy who is like at my level also leaving? Yes,
Yes. Is
but
that my problem?
that's not a me
No.
problem. I left you guys documentation on how to do stuff. Peace.
Yeah. Bye. I've literally been preparing for this
I've
day.
been preparing for this day since like 6 months into this job. But yeah, so pray for both of us that we have good weeks because we don't have any holidays until the end of May.
Nope.
Like, that's insane.
Nope.
Like, there were no holidays in April.
Yeah, there wasn't. There was not, and I am so sad.
And luckily for me, I had two events come up that I was able to have two 4-day work weeks in April. But this stretch until the end of May is going to be rough. It's going to be rough.
And they haven't given me my flex schedule yet, dude. Like,
Oh,
I want it.
I was here
Give
under
me
the
my day
I was
off.
here I was here under the impression that you were already working on this flex schedule.
No. For some reason, it's taking so long. Like,
Oh,
I thought they wanted to, like, roll this out immediately.
I'm
I was
sorry.
literally waiting. Friday was my payday. And I was like, oh, they're probably gonna get the email that, like, we're starting it next week because it'll be, like, a new pay period. No. I'm like, when is it gonna
Yikes.
start?
Yikes.
Give me my day off.
Give her day off.
Please.
And let's find a way to throw in a holiday into April while we're at it.
Right. What should we be celebrating?
We finally got one in June. Thank you,
Yes.
Juneteenth. We need one in April.
Yeah.
Every month should have a holiday.
Yeah.
I
I
think
actually get
America
that.
is like the country with like the least amount of holidays.
I mean, in certain countries in Europe, you get the whole summer off, so.
Last week in Europe, like all of our European coworkers had like 4 days off for Easter,
What?
for like Orthodox Easter, and I was like, 4 days? We don't even get a day.
Yeah.
So
So are
yeah,
we going Orthodox as
I
a
feel like
nation?
we need to go Orthodox.
Yeah, as a nation, we need to go
We need
Orthodox.
to go Orthodox.
Bring in
Orthodox
bring all of
Orthodox
the.
does allow abortions, so let's do it. Let's all go Orthodox.
We're going Orthodox.
We're going Orthodox.
We're going Orthodox for the holidays.
Yeah.
Any benefit of the holiday, we're taking it.
So instead of Christmas, we're getting Hanukkah. I'm okay with that.
I'm okay with that. That's a
Mm,
longer
that's a
celebration.
longer celebration.
It
Let's
just
do it.
feels better, you
Yeah.
know?
So
Because
instead of
Christmas is all month. And, like, Hanukkah, we can take it.
yeah,
We're good.
I'll take Hanukkah over Christmas. So yeah, I mostly just do Christmas for like the food and the family. So like
Yeah,
that's pretty
right.
much Hanukkah. So let's just do Hanukkah.
Exactly.
Someone teach me Hebrew so I can get
Someone
this
teach me.
ball rolling.
Right, right. Anybody looking for a friend who's not Hebrew but interested in
Yeah,
learning?
I'm interested in learning. I'm learning Spanish right now, so I might as well learn Hebrew while I'm at it.
Right. Hebrew's not hard.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not hard.
Of course not.
I'm still trying to learn weather in Spanish, but Hebrew's not
Whatever.
hard.
Whatever. It's different with a real person.
Yeah. Let's see. Do I have anything else this week? No, I don't. Okay, Kelly, you can start talking
Okay.
about this movie.
Ready? Okay. So, we are starting with the first movie,
Yeah.
pointing this out, the first movie of this franchise.
Mm-hmm.
And we are talking about The Bourne Identity.
Bourne Identity.
Yeah. So, we start this movie out with a man floating at sea and a boat passing in the middle of a storm. And one of the crew members notices the body because of the flashing light that's on it, and they pull him out. They automatically think he's dead because, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
But as they take him down into the boat, he starts to move, and it freaks everybody out.
Why pick him up if you think he's dead?
I don't
Just leave him.
know.
Just leave him there. Like I just would have like float away, my good
But that
sir.
that feels weird if you like just leave a dead body out there.
Why?
I don't know.
Burial at sea. It's beautiful. It's a part of like the whole ecosystem.
The circle of life.
It's the circle of life.
Okay. Okay.
You become food for the fishes. They poop it out, make minerals or whatever. That
Yeah.
minerals feed the seaweed and whatever else plants are under there, gives us oxygen. It's a circle of life.
what a beautiful thing to bring up right now.
I'm very eco-friendly. Yesterday was Earth Day.
Earth Day, yes. Okay. So one of the crew members gives him medical treatment and pulls out multiple bullets from his back and then finds an incision in his neck and pulls out a tiny metal rod that when he, I guess, turns it on, finds information for some place in Zurich, Switzerland.
Yes. Also, they did a no anesthesia surgery on a boat.
Yeah, with may or may not have been cleaned medical equipment.
Just let me die. Just
The
let me die.
diseases.
I don't want to go through that pain. I don't want to go through the 100% chance of an infection. I don't want that.
True. Yeah. Yeah, it'll be
Salt
a lot
water,
worse.
salt water dripping into my wounds. No, just kill me.
Just let me die.
Just
Put me
put me
put
back.
me back
Put me
over.
put me back in the ocean. Put me face down. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, whack me on the head if you think it'll go faster.
Yeah, whatever you got to do, but just
Yeah,
don't do
whatever you
that.
gotta do. Yeah. So the man wakes up and freaks out, and the guy that's trying to help him tries to explain that he was rescued from sea, and that he's on a fishing boat before passing out. In the States, we see a man reporting that the mission has failed. Whatever mission it has failed. Also, do you know how long it took me to find out that this was the CIA? You're
Wasn't
not
there
told.
wasn't there text on the scene that said like Langley, Virginia, Kelly?
Whatever version I watched, it didn't say it.
I'm pretty sure there was text on the screen that said Langley,
Okay.
Virginia.
Okay.
Kelly.
Maybe I wasn't paying attention that hard. This was a while ago when I watched it. So we are back on the boat, and some time has passed, and the man has basically become part of the fishing crew. And one day, as he's going through, I guess he's trying to jog his memory, so he's like looking at maps and stuff like that, and trying to do basic math and stuff. And it's frustrating him a lot. But the guy that saved him, he's like, "Don't worry about it. Your memory will come back eventually. Like, it's fine." The boat then docks somewhere in Italy, and I think his name is John, the fisherman that helps him out, gives him enough money to get to Switzerland.
Yeah, they just drop off this man with no memory and just like, good luck.
No ID, no
No
money.
ID, no money. How is he supposed to get to Zurich?
Doesn't know if he knows the language or not.
Yeah.
They're just
They
dropping this man off.
they didn't take him to a police station to see if there's like a missing person report. They didn't take him to a
A
hospital.
hospital. Yeah.
They just dropped him off at the dock and said, good luck,
Good
handed
luck.
him a couple of bucks, and just let him go.
They said, "Yeah, let's drop this man with no memory in a country that he
That he
knows nothing
probably
about."
does not know anything about.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. It's
He'll
fine.
figure it out. He's a grown man. He can do it.
He's like, yeah, he's a grown man. So the man then takes a train, and once in Switzerland, has to sleep outside because
How did he
they
get on
only.
that train?
I don't know.
Don't you need identification when you buy the ticket?
I think so.
Don't they have like a whole not register, like a whole list of people who are on the train?
Yeah, and then they
I
check
mean,
your
I have
ticket.
not been on a train since I was like a child, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
same.
But I'm pretty sure there's like a list
It's
of
not like
people.
Bart where you just show up with a ticket and get on.
No.
I don't know, man.
Weird.
Weird. So he has to sleep outside in the snow, by the way, because he probably has no money.
No.
And in the middle of the night, the police try to get him to leave the park. But when one of them touches him with their baton, he fights back and disarms them, and freaks out that he has the ability to do that and runs away.
It was pretty badass, and I'm always for police officers who are harassing people getting what they deserve.
Yes.
Yes.
So back at the CIA, they talk about the failed mission to assassinate Wombosi and how their man went dark for 2 weeks and that they have no information on him. In Zurich, the man enters a bank, and after giving an account number, which was shown on the little metal rod, he's shown to a safety deposit box. And inside the box are passports for a Jason Bourne. And underneath, I don't know if it's a false bottom or whatever, or if that's how it was made. Underneath the first layer is a bunch of money and fake passports for multiple countries and a gun.
And contacts for some reason.
Oh yeah, and contacts.
Like there's contact lenses in there, and I'm like, he doesn't
Yeah,
seem to be wearing contact
maybe
lenses.
they're colored.
Oh, okay. Why?
Yeah, I don't know.
All of his passports look the
Looks the
same.
same.
Which, by the way, those passports looked so fake.
They did.
You
They
could
really did.
clearly see that they taped on those pictures.
They looked like little cardboard books that they just slapped something on top
They
of it, and they're
just
like, "This
slapped
is a
something on
passport."
there. It was like, here's your passport. This will
Yeah,
help you get into another country.
your very real passport that no one will question.
Yeah.
So Jason takes everything from the box but the gun and leaves, and security is called on him. Outside, Jason makes a call to Paris to himself, and gets paranoid that the police are onto him because he just keeps seeing police officers in his vision.
Yeah.
He is then followed, and after noticing police cars coming for him, sneaks into the U.S. Embassy. Well, not sneaks, but gets into the
Goes
U.S. Embassy.
in.
As he waits in line, he notices another customer, a woman, having trouble at the counter with her visa. He is still paranoid and goes to leave when one of the officers in the building calls him to stop. As they go to handcuff him, he disarms one of the officers and steals their gun and runs.
This is like the second or third time at this point in the movie that he's just like stolen someone's gun.
Mm-hmm.
And the gun was never in the other person's hand. Like he
Yeah.
seemingly just grabbed a gun out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And
You're just
someone
all
was on
like,
the
"You're
floor
just
and he
leaving
ended up
it
holding
in
a
your
gun.
holster for me?"
Yeah.
Great. Takes it out. He loses the gun but steals a radio and a map to find his way out. He rushes up to an emergency exit as the officers come through the building. Once he gets out of the building, he tries to scale up to the roof but loses his money in the bag that he's carrying.
Mm-hmm.
Because the landing that he was standing on is breaking.
Mm-hmm.
So he scales down the building after almost getting caught and takes the money and leaves. Back in the CIA, Conklin is freaking out because Jason Bourne is back.
Yeah. Do they explain why he's freaking out? No.
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 Oh my god, it's Jason Bourne.
And newsflash, we will never know.
We will never know. They never explicitly tell us why.
They never tell us why.
So, back with Jason, he runs into the woman from the embassy and gets her to drive him to Paris for $20,000.
Mm-hmm.
Which I would too.
I would heavily think about it. Because she noticed that this man was obviously hiding from the police. And so she weighed her options. And I was
She
like,
did.
see, that's what I would have done too. I would have been like, he doesn't seem crazy.
Yeah, but the police are
But the
after
police
him.
are after him.
$20,000.
And it was $20,000 American.
Yeah.
I don't know where she's from, but that could go a long way,
The dollar goes
depending on what country you're going to.
further, yeah, in different countries. Also, the fact that he paid her $10,000 up front.
Mm-hmm. He just threw it at her like it was
Yeah,
nothing.
he's all like,
He's
"I
like,
need a
here,
ride." Just chucks it at her. If she wanted, she could have just left with the
right?
10,000
She can be like, okay, cool. Got in the car, drove away.
and left. Right. So the CIA checks the cameras at the bank and in the vicinity.
How?
I don't know.
Like, I understand that the CIA operates outside of the U.S., but
Yeah.
isn't Switzerland like a neutral country, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't give you
They
access
are a neutral country.
to their cameras.
CCTV, yeah. Also, if they didn't have a reason, because
Yeah,
Jason Bourne is supposed to be, a ghost.
a ghost.
What is your reasoning?
What's your reasoning for looking at our cameras?
Right,
Like, I understand this all happened at a U.S. embassy, but
right. But you're now checking transport and CCTV that has nothing to do
that
with
has
the
nothing to.
bank.
Yeah.
I mean, the embassy.
Once he walks
Hmm.
outside of that building, it's our problem,
Right.
not yours.
Right. Hmm. So CAA tries to track down where Jason Bourne had gone. He then Conklin activates multiple like sleeper agents around the world to look for Bourne.
Yeah, three people from like three different countries.
Hmm.
I was like, why?
It's a
Just,
little
just.
excessive.
I was like, just get the one at the nearest
Right.
country.
Right. Like you're making one guy travel all the way from Rome,
Yeah,
and the other two we have no idea where they are.
one was in Paris, I think, possibly, and then the other one I don't
Possibly.
remember.
Yeah. Gosh dang. So Marie, the woman who's driving Jason, is just panic speaking. She's just word vomiting, which is very relatable.
Not to me. If I'm uncomfortable, I get quiet. I like don't speak.
See, if I'm uncomfortable and it's quiet, then I'll talk. I just have to fill the silence with something. Like I'd
Mm-mm.
have to play music or I'd have to be speaking. Like I could not have it silent in
No,
that car.
I do not speak. I'm so sorry. I will sit there dead, like dead quiet.
You told me to get you to Paris. I'm getting you to Paris. I'm not
Right?
gonna say a word.
No words will be exchanged.
um, but Jason says that listening to her is calming because I guess he hasn't spoken to anybody in a couple weeks and nobody has really spoken to him either. So he says it's nice.
Wasn't he on a boat full of people?
Yeah, but maybe they
They
didn't.
didn't speak to each other.
Maybe the guy was the only one that spoke English. The guy
Oh,
that saved him.
but he spoke whatever language he spoke.
Maybe he hadn't tapped into
At
that
least,
yet.
at least well enough for Matt Damon to speak like certain phrases. Because like the same with French, like he would start speaking French and he would say
Yeah,
one like sentence and then
yeah. He'd do a phrase and then
he would go
English.
into English.
Yeah, I appreciate the dedication. He
Yeah,
tried.
he tried.
He tried. So Marie finally asks why he's paying her to go to Paris, and he just tells her that he can't remember anything, but he has information on Paris, and so he's just gonna go to Paris. Conklin and his men are still combing through CCTV footage when they find Jason getting into a car with Marie. They then do a deep dive on Marie's life, but there's nothing much on her because there's no taxes on her. She's lived in multiple places over the last 6 years. No family. Well, not a lot of family.
How lucky for Jason.
Right. Um, but they managed to put out, what is it? What, like a warrant or a bounty on them?
Yeah, I think it's a
What?
warrant.
A warrant? Okay. They put a warrant out for Marie and Jason. At a rest stop, Jason shows Marie what he took from the safety deposit box, and when she tries to justify why he's so scared and paranoid, he's not buying it because he's like, I can calculate like how far I need to run in this weather. I know who has a gun in their car. I know how much that guy weighs. This is not paranoia.
He he's sharing way too much information with this stranger.
He is. Like, dude, I know you're like scared and you want to like talk to somebody about this, but I feel like you should be a little more cautious about what you're saying.
Yeah, and he's saying this like all out loud.
They're in a public space.
Yeah.
Jason, please. So they get back on the road, and Marie only wakes Jason up after they've gotten to Paris. Marie then takes him to his apartment, and they park across the street, and he pays her. And before he leaves, they kind of share like a weird moment together. I don't know how to explain it, but
Mm.
Marie then decides to go with him to his apartment.
Weird.
Yeah, which is weirdo
Weird.
behavior.
Don't do that.
Like, I don't know what she was thinking.
I don't either.
Like, maybe she really was just using him for his bathroom, but there was something going on there.
But even that, you don't know this
Yeah,
man.
you don't know this man. This man doesn't even know himself. You don't even
No.
know what would be in that apartment.
No. Which, by the way, can't wait to talk about the apartment.
Marie should have just taken her money and left.
Yeah. She had enough money for a hotel.
Yeah. So they go to the apartment and find it pretty empty.
Mm-hmm. He has this giant ass apartment, and he's sleeping on an air mattress.
Is it an air mattress? I thought it was an actual bed.
Bed. Whatever it was, the mattress was on the floor.
Oh. So we know that Jason is a 20-something single guy
Yeah.
with no bed frame.
No bed frame.
At least he has bed sheets.
I mean, uh,
Meh.
uh,
Low bar, low standard.
low bar.
Um, but as he goes through the apartment, nothing is jogging his memory, other than he might have worked in shipping. He then checks his recent calls and finds that it was to a hotel in Paris, and that one of his other aliases was there, and that he, quote unquote, died 2 weeks ago, as Marie, like, freshens up in his bathroom.
Where did she get that toothbrush from? He does
She,
not.
she definitely just used his toothbrush.
He does not seem like the type of man that would have more than one
No,
toothbrush.
absolutely not. Also, the fact that she's like, yeah, can I use your bathroom? And then proceeds to go and attempt to take a shower.
Yeah.
If somebody asked to use my bathroom, I would have been like, oh yeah, and thought they were like, needed to go to the bathroom or
Need
something,
to go
but
to the
not like,
bathroom.
take a whole shower.
Not, not a whole brush teeth, skincare routine, take a shower.
Mm-hmm. Like, girl. Also, the other alias who was there, his name is John Michael Caine.
Which is such a fake name.
Yes, it is. The most two generic names first,
Yeah.
and then Kane at the end. Like, come
Kane.
on. Kane with a K.
K with K.
So Jason starts to get paranoid and checks throughout the house as one of the sleeper agents flies through his window and starts to attack him.
That was such a bad way to assassinate someone. Like,
Yes.
awful. Like,
He
first off,
crashes through a window,
he
dude.
crashed through a window. I'm like, that's giving away your location.
Yeah.
If you're gonna kill someone, do it stealth.
It doesn't also, it alerts not just the person you're trying to kill, but everybody in that building.
Everyone else in the building, plus people outside. Because
Yes.
they just saw someone crash into a window.
Yeah, because you had to get on somebody's roof, you had to get a rope, and then you had to calculate it correctly that you swung into that window.
Yeah.
It's too much work to sneak into the apartment, dude.
It's all around a bad idea. Just go through the front door.
Yeah, just break in through the front door. Like, what's going on here? Like, I don't understand. This man is doing too much.
Too much.
So, they start to fight, and Marie comes out of the bathroom and just watches them fight.
Mm-hmm. She does.
It's kind of funny. But Jason incapacitates him, and when she goes through the agent's bag, finds a warrant for both of them and freaks out. As Jason tries to question him, the man jumps out of the window, killing himself, and forces Jason to take Marie with him.
I thought he gave her a choice.
No.
I thought he said you could go to the police, or you can come with me.
That's later.
Oh, okay.
Because he needed to get her out of the building.
Okay.
Because she was freaking out and she wasn't aware enough. So he's like, shut up, you gotta come with me. And she's like, okay, I guess. So now we are with Nikki, who we never really learn her name. We don't get an introduction for her. But she works for the CIA.
At first, I was like, are they not going to give Julia Stiles lines?
Yeah, Julia Stiles literally just sat there for
Because
most of
at
the
this
movie.
point, this was her first time, and then she shows up again, and she still has not spoken. And I was like, they don't give Julia Stiles lines. They
I
later do
think,
give her lines.
yeah, I think she has like
She has like
two
5
minutes
lines.
worth of
Yeah,
dialogue,
2 minutes worth of dialogue at the most.
but that's it.
That's it.
That's literally it. Um, so Nikki was the one that sent out the warrant for Jason and Marie and calls Conklin as they talk about the killed agent. Jason then goes to hide the money at a train station in one of the lockers and like contemplates leaving, but goes back to the car and finds that Marie is not there. But she eventually shows back up saying that she had to go get a drink because she could not handle what's going on.
Same.
Yeah. That's very fair of you. Like if somebody said that to me that they like had to go get a drink to deal with it, I'd be like, fair.
Fair.
But you should have told me where you were going first.
Yeah. I could have left you.
Yeah, I could have left
I
you.
could have left you thinking that you left me.
Right,
So
exactly.
next time, let's communicate.
Yeah. See, when you're on the run with somebody, it has to have a lot of open
A
communication.
lot of dialogue needs to happen.
Yeah. You need to tell me how you're feeling. You need to tell me where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't just affect you, it affects me. So, Jason then tells Marie to go to the cops and to get away from him, saying that, he'll give her money, just, it's not safe with me, get away. But she won't listen and says that they're in this together now.
Dumb.
Right. He gets upset with her and says he can't run with her. She'll just slow him down. But she is adamant on staying with him. Which, dumb. You've known this man for, 24 hours at this point?
He gave you such an easy out.
Right. He said, take this money, tell them that I, held you against your will. Yeah. Just get out, they'll believe you. Because I'm literally on the run.
Yeah.
Jason then notices the police around him and starts a car chase with them. They manage to get away, and they hide in a car park and clean and ditch the car. Wombosi, the man that was supposed to be assassinated by Jason, comes to check on the body of John Michael Caine and knows that it isn't him.
Mm-hmm.
How? No idea.
No idea.
Because the body was, charred.
Mm-hmm. He's like, this is not it.
Yeah, he's all like, I know that man, it's not him. Like, bro, what?
That's not the man.
That's not the man. Nikki then calls Conklin and gives him an update on Wombosi that he went to go check on the body of John. In a hotel room, Marie dyes her hair black and cuts it.
Kelley.
What?
Kelley.
What? What did I miss?
Him cutting her hair.
Oh, yeah.
Was so. Why did he cut it like that?
I don't know.
He just grabbed a chunk of her hair
And just started cutting.
And just started cutting.
Different angles, different lengths. He said, I'm here to cut hair and not style. He's like, I'm just here to cut it.
He was like, we just need to change the length. That's it.
Yeah, he literally could have just taken her hair and done the whole ponytail and cut thing. That would have been so much easier.
So much easier.
No. This man just took chunks and started cutting.
Yeah.
If I was Marie, I'd be pissed.
I'd be so mad.
I would have been like, I could have dyed my hair myself, and I could have cut my hair. You could have just told me.
Right, you could have just told me to do this. I could have done it myself.
Right. But I guess Marie is into it. I don't know. And she kisses Jason.
That kissing scene was so awkward, Kelley.
It was very awkward.
Because the whole, you know how they do in movies, the whole, not kissing thing, where they're just, standing in front of each other, really close. They did it too long in this movie.
Yeah, they did.
It was too long. And
she very softly kisses him, and then they kind of just stand there.
They just stand there, and then they just, circle each other. And then they just keep staring. It goes on for a minute and a half. It's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, and then she kisses him again, and I'm just all like, girl, if he didn't kiss you back the first time, what makes you think going in again is gonna make it any different?
I mean, it did, but...
it did. But, if
so
that was
awkward.
me, I would have been like, first kiss, nothing. Oh, great, thanks. I'm gonna go.
Yeah. Mm.
But yeah, it works for them, I guess. So the next morning, Jason has already cleaned down the hotel room, and plans to go to Hotel Regina to find info on John Michael Caine. Wombosi is in his house complaining about, I guess, John Michael Caine and the war that they want to start with him when he is just sniped.
Yeah.
Just take him out.
He's like, if they want to kill me, they're gonna have to kill me in
And,
my sleep. Bop!
yeah, and the timing was amazing.
I'm sorry, it was actually kind of funny.
It was like, very funny.
I was like, oh.
I love, honestly, in like, what is it, like the Kingsman and stuff like that, where you know it's a parody, and like they do those kind of killings where they're like, they're gonna have to like get me when I'm down and blah blah blah, and then they just die.
Yeah,
that is that moment in Jason Bourne, and I'm like, ah.
But I quite honestly did
Comedy.
not see it coming because they just kept having scenes where this man was yelling at his friends. So I just assumed this was just another one of those.
Yes, yes.
And then all of a sudden, bop.
Yeah. Dude, this guy just yells a lot.
He just yells so much.
A lot. Yeah. And then you see it happen, and then there's just more screaming, and you're like, oh.
Okay.
So he's actually dead. So, at the hotel, Jason makes sure that Marie knows the strategy for how she's supposed to go in, and then help him get the information he needs.
Mm-hmm.
Inside, Marie gets into the hotel, gets a couple steps in, and looks like she's freaking out. And when Jason goes to call her to get the information, she shows up outside of the phone booth, saying that she already has the information.
Yeah.
She didn't go with his plan at all, saying that she was a personal assistant for John Michael Caine, and just got the bill and left.
Yeah.
And he's like, I love how he's like, you can just do that?
Can you just do that? I mean, most people don't want the inconvenience of checking. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Just try it.
Yeah. Also, like, not everyone is paranoid like you are, Jason. Like, if somebody went up there and they're like, yeah, like, I'm the personal assistant for John Michael Caine, the guy who just died, and I need this information, they're not going to question you.
Right? They're like, oh, I'm so sorry. Here you go.
Yeah. Like, if you bring up somebody dead, nobody's going to want to talk to you about it.
No, they're not going to question you on that.
No.
They'll be like,
because that just makes things awkward, because everyone's like, oh my god, what do I say? Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
No. You say somebody's dead, and they're like, oh, I'll give you anything you want.
Yeah. Here's a couple bucks, too, for your trouble.
Right, I feel bad, right. Abbott then gives Conklin the update that Wombosi is dead, and Conklin says that Jason must have come back to finish the job. Also, why is he lying?
I don't... Kelley, I don't know. I was confused.
Like, why is this man lying?
Anytime the CIA came up, I was confused.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, I don't understand what's happening.
Yeah.
Newsflash, I never find out.
Yeah, we never find out. It's never brought up later either.
No.
We don't know.
I guess I'll have to watch the other movies to get the plot of this movie.
But I shouldn't have to watch another movie to find out a different movie's plot.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Oh well.
Okay. So Abbott asks him, Conklin, for an update. And Conklin doesn't give one. He's just like, I'm going to handle it. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. He's like, I got this.
The trust that Abbott has in this man is astronomical.
Yeah.
Because he just takes him at his word.
He's just like, don't worry about this. I got this. He's like,
yeah, he's like, it's fine. Like, no, if you had lost this man 2 weeks ago and you thought he was dead and now he's back and now he's doing things not under our order.
Yeah.
I need to know what's going on.
I need to know what's happening.
Just walk me through it.
This is a very serious matter that we need to correct as soon as possible.
So, Nikki then gets a police report over the radio that Marie's car was found as Jason searches for information. Conklin then gets the update about the car and an agent is notified. One of the sleeper agents is notified. Mm-hmm. Jason finally gets a lead and follows it to Paris to a security office where he is immediately welcomed in as John Michael Caine.
Which is another thing that is so weird about this movie. Some people know that he's dead. Some people don't. It's very random.
Like, I guess I understand that the hotel knew that John Michael Caine was dead. I
I
think.
don't. Like, how come this
Well,
hotel does? How come this hotel knows that, but the like business or company he works at doesn't?
well, I think because a body was found. I think whatever incident where they killed John Michael Caine was around the hotel. I think that's how that happened. Because how else would they know?
Fine, whatever. At this
That's what I
point,
think. That's what I think. Because I don't think they ever explain how John Michael Caine died.
they don't. They don't.
So I'm just assuming that it happened either at the hotel or near the hotel.
Also, they
Where
obviously had to kill another person for this to work.
yes, they did.
Who killed this
Who did they
person
killed?
and
Yeah.
who did they kill?
Right. And who's looking for them?
Right? Who's looking for that person?
Because like yeah, for anybody to be notified that somebody has died, you have to go through a very lengthy process, at least in the
Yeah.
US.
Yeah, you
A
have to
lot of
like
documents are needed.
yeah, you have to like first figure out who this person is. And
Hmm.
then you have to like notify their emergency contact or their next of kin or whatever.
Hmm.
And then they have to verify that it's that person.
Yeah. And then a death certificate is made.
Yeah,
And then the death certificate needs to be given out.
like I'm so confused about this whole John Michael
John Michael
Caine
Caine.
thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. Whatever it is, though, only the hotel knows that John Michael Caine is dead.
Sure. At
At
this point, who cares?
this point, that's it. That's what the information we
This
have.
person doesn't even exist, so it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter.
doesn't really matter. But yeah, he is noticed as John Michael Caine in the office, and he is given information on a boat that he wanted.
Ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Why is my child getting spicy?
Well, it's over.
She's fine. She's okay. Um, Afterwards, Jason is a little freaked out about being John Michael Caine. When Marie just tells him that she's found his dead body,
Mhm.
John Michael Caine's dead body.
Yeah.
They go to the morgue and pay off one of the morgue assistants.
Sure.
And they find that the body is gone.
Hmm. And he's not more weirded out about it. He's just like,
Yeah.
oh, it's not here.
He was more
What?
freaked out about the fact that he was Jason Michael Caine than the
Yeah.
fact that the body was
That
gone.
there was a missing body.
Right. I'd be more afraid of who stole my dead body
Right?
and why.
Where's this dead body that is under my care that I've signed
Right.
off on?
Right.
Like
That was supposed to be me. Like, what's
yeah.
going on? Jason then finds out Wombosi went to see his dead body and that it's the same person in the paperwork that he got about the boats. And when they go to see Wombosi, or like stake him out, they find that he's been killed.
Mhm.
They find that Wombosi was supposed to be killed on his boat 5 weeks ago by an assassin that he managed to shoot in the back. Jason decides that they need to go back to the hotel, but gets paranoid when he sees all of the police and leaves before they can reach the hotel, saying that they've been compromised. Marie then decides to have a breakdown
Mhm.
and wants out. But Jason says that she needs to stick it out a while longer because they've gotten too deep into this.
Right? It's too late. I gave
It's
you
too
your
late.
out. I gave you
Yeah,
your out.
I gave you the out before and you said you wanted to stay. And now you've actually helped me, so now you're committing
Right?
crimes.
Now you have committed crimes. Now you gotta
Yeah.
stay. Sorry.
Yeah, now you can't claim that I've kept you against your will. That
Mm-mm.
won't work no more.
Too many people have seen you helping me. It's
Right.
too late.
Right. Conklin then berates his team for not getting any information on Marie or Jason where they are, and gets Nikki to get information as Abbott threats him to get this done.
Yeah.
Because he keeps saying that he's got it under control when he definitely does not.
He most definitely does not.
Marie and Jason are now on the run as Conklin's team checks out Marie's past living situations over the last 6 years. Marie and Jason end up at oh man, how do I say this man's name?
I don't even know his
Iman?
name. I don't even know that man's name, so I'm so
Oh,
sorry. You just gonna have to come up with something.
okay. All right. Because I had the spelling, but I hope I'm saying it correctly. So they end up at Iman's house, and they break in. But Jason says they have to leave when they find that the house is actually being lived in. When Iman shows up with his kids, and
Right?
they are
It's
forced to stay.
so so shocking, Jason, that she took you to an old friend's house and he lives there. So weird,
No, because like Marie was acting like he wouldn't be there, and then when he does show up, he's like, "Girl, of course I'm here. I live here," and
right?
she's so shocked. Like, girl, it. I feel like this is her fault. This is
It
all
is
on
her
her.
fault.
Because Jason was just going along with it.
He was like, I don't know your friend.
Yeah, he's like, I have no information on this man. Conklin's team decides to check out one of the locations as Nikki gives the sleeper agent the information about it. That night, Jason has a freak out and wants to make things right because now he's involving some random guy in his family. In the morning, Jason and Marie get ready to go when the kids say that the dog is missing, which sets off Jason saying they're in danger and forces the family into the
Hilarious.
basement. He's like, you need to get in the basement.
Get in the
Get in
basement.
the basement.
Get in the...
Jason then finds a shotgun, and Marie regrets coming to the house as he blows up a tank to obscure the sniper's view.
That the sniper killed the dog. We like never know.
I'm just assuming he did.
Why?
I don't know.
He was like 50 yards away. That dog didn't know he was there.
What if the dog just actually got out?
Right? What if the dog just actually like you guys left the door open, the dog just ran
Yeah,
out.
right. Because that man was nowhere near the house. He didn't let the
Nowhere
dog
near the
out.
house. The dog
He
was
wouldn't.
not aware he was there.
He wouldn't want to disturb the family. So
No.
what if the dog just genuinely got out?
It probably did.
It probably did. Thank you, dog, for alerting Jason.
Yeah.
You a real one.
You a real one.
He is also a sleeper
Yeah.
agent.
He's like, oh, there's a
There's a man.
there's a man here. I know this man.
Yeah.
Let me run away so he can be
Yeah.
alerted
Yeah.
to
I'm on
the
Jason's side.
presence. Yeah.
I'm just a good boy. I need to do my job.
Yeah. Fuck the CIA.
He said I ain't got no loyalties.
No.
So Jason runs for the forest, and the sniper follows, and they meet in a field. And after Jason shoots the agent, gets information on Treadstone.
Hilarious. I thought that was the funniest fucking part of this entire movie.
It's
This
dude, this
man
guy just gives up
this man
information.
just starts spilling the beans like immediately after getting shot. He gets shot. He's like, the CIA is coming after you. You're
Yeah,
Jason Bourne. Blah 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 blah. And I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah, yeah.
sir,
Dude,
the other one killed himself to not speak. What's going on?
the sleeper agent said, I'm done.
He said, well, they can't kill me twice.
Right. He's all like, I wanted out for a while, and
Yeah,
this is the perfect time to do it.
this is the perfect time to do it.
Also,
They
they should have known. I did not pass my torture tests,
no,
so they
that's
should not
why
have sent me.
that's why they made me a sniper. I'm
Yeah, so I
not,
wouldn't get caught. Or I'd have enough time.
yeah, to get away because I don't do well with pain. I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
got a zero pain tolerance going on here.
It's
Also, me and Jason, we're from the same Treadstone program, and I kind
yeah,
of like the guy,
I kind of like the
so
guy.
we're friends. We're besties.
Hmm.
So the agent gives up information on Treadstone that they are two agents that are part of it, and that they are basically the same before he dies.
Hmm.
Iman and his kids and Marie go to leave, and Jason makes her go with them, giving her money and telling her to lay low by herself.
That man waited entirely too long for Marie.
Yeah, no,
Because he got in the car, he's like, Marie, let's go. And then she was like, no, I'm going to stay with Jason. And then Jason
yeah,
went through this long speech where he was like,
yeah,
no, you got to go with them. You can't stay with me any longer. I've got to finish this, blah, blah, blah. And all of that time, I would have driven away.
hmm yeah. Like if I am not forcing, if I can't get Marie into the car by forcing her in it and
I'm leaving.
asking her one time to get in,
I'm
I'm gone. You want to play with your life? You play with your
You
life.
play with your life. I'm
Don't
leaving.
play with mine and my kids.
Like, there are children in this car. I
Yes,
will
they're
leave
children's
you.
car. I am leaving you. My wife is somewhere out there. I am not. Oh, who's gonna tell the wife that the house is compromised?
She comes back from like a
Jeez.
work trip or something.
Yeah.
She's like, what? What's going on
She's
here?
like, where's my family and why is our gas tank blown up? And
Yeah.
where's the dog?
Where's the dog? Why is it like our front door was kicked in? What's
Right.
going
Jason, now by himself, goes through his belongings and finds a cell phone and codes in to Nikki, who connects him with Conklin. Conklin says that he has to turn himself in to get help, but he won't, and that when asked, says that Maria's dead, that she was slowing him down and he killed her. Jason then gives him a time and a place to meet before hanging up.
He also tells him to come alone.
Yeah,
You
they
know,
always tell them to come
they
alone.
always say come alone.
And do they ever? No.
No.
What a good trope in action movies. Come
Yeah,
alone.
come
Does
alone.
not come alone.
Pretty much guarantees they will not come alone.
Yeah. I bet. Would the reverse psychology work? If you
Bring
told someone to bring
everyone.
yes. And then the hero's like, but I don't want to get anyone involved, and finally goes by themselves.
Yeah, probably.
The only way to get it to work, involve other people. Abbott then questions what Conklin will do with Jason, and he says that he has to end it, which is very vague.
Mm-hmm.
Conklin then flies to Paris as Jason goes to the meeting place and waits. On his way to the bridge, Conklin gets wired up and armed as agents stake out the bridge for Jason as Conklin shows up. Jason immediately sees the other agents on the bridge and calls Conklin and tells...
Because Kelley. Kelley. They
It's
they
awful.
they might as well have been holding up Nokia brick phones to their ears. They had these giant wires coming out of their ears. And I was like,
Yes.
of course he can see that.
And they're talking into their jackets.
They're
Like,
jacket.
they do the lift side of jacket and like
Yeah.
talk to. I feel like that's
Let's continue to be conspicuous.
Yes, yes. I have not been made. I'm lifting my
been
shirt
made.
to my mouth. I have not been made.
Jason Bourne is such an idiot. He can't tell.
This man has lost all his memory. How would he know this is what agents do?
Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, they don't know at this point that he's lost his memory.
Yeah, they don't. They have no idea. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, Jason says that he knows that he's not alone, and that now, because he's broken his trust, he's just gone to the window and hangs up. As he leaves, he puts a tracker on Conklin's van. Conklin then calls Nikki and is told to clean the room and get out of there, as Jason follows the van. So the agent gets information as Nikki and Conklin shred information and clean out the apartment. Jason waits across the street and sets off multiple car alarms to distract the agents as he gets inside. Also, the fact that they didn't know that that was
A distraction. Yeah. Pretty bad.
The phones and power then shut off, and Conklin arms himself as Jason shows up. Jason starts asking about Treadstone when Conklin tells him that he's government property and that he's cost them a lot of money by being part of this program.
He's at like $35 million, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, and this is in 2002.
Yeah, that's insane. Why are you spending that much money on one person?
Right. Or maybe two, because of that other guy.
Possibly four.
Possibly
there are, like,
four.
3 other agents that we saw.
But that's millions of dollars for 4 guys.
4 people.
Somebody needs
Most
to
of
look at
which
y'all's
are
budgets.
dead now.
Yeah. Somebody needs to talk us through that. Because what?
Yeah, we need to take some financial planning courses.
Yeah, money management.
Yeah.
Conklin then tells him that Wimbosi was supposed to be killed by Jason, but he says he doesn't remember anything. Conklin says that he's the one who made the whole mission to kill Wimbosi when his memories start to come back. That he's stood in as John Michael Caine, he got information about the boat, and that he was the one that was supposed to kill him. When Jason was on the boat to kill Wimbosi, he noticed that he had children in the room with him and couldn't kill Wimbosi.
Mm-hmm.
Conklin knows that he remembers, and Jason says that he wants out and that he will stay out when he notices something on Conklin. I guess he alerted the agents downstairs somehow.
Yeah.
And so Jason fights the two agents from outside, and a third shows up, and he manages to get out. Also, the fact that he used that guy's dead body as a shield.
As a shield, as he jumps from
and
like the third
and a
floor.
mattress,
Yeah.
kind of, to fall onto. That's awful. They were like on the third or fourth floor, and he used his dead body.
He was like, surfboard.
Surfboard. A sleeper agent is in a car outside, and when he gets out, finds Conklin walking towards him, and he kills him.
Mm-hmm.
Back at the agency, they tell Abbott that it's finished, and they shut down the Treadstone project. And then Abbott immediately launches another one called Blackfire.
He's like, well, Treadstone didn't work, but here's a new Treadstone.
Yeah, we wasted $33 million, or 30-something mil. Here's another one that'll probably cost us the same or more.
Or probably more.
Probably more. We then see Marie on some Mediterranean island working a rental shop when Jason shows up. And that's the end of the movie.
That's the end of the movie.
Yay.
Yay.
He goes back for Marie for some reason.
Love of his life. Known her for like 3 days.
Yeah, nothing bonds you like running for your life. So, are you ready for some movie facts?
I am ready.
Okay. So, the name Bourne came from Ansel Bourne, a preacher in Rhode Island, the first documented case of dissociative fugue, a condition not unlike dissociative amnesia or dissociative identity disorder. One day in 1887, he forgot who he was, started a new life in Pennsylvania under the name Brown, opened a convenience store. 3 months later, he woke up and not only remembered his life as Bourne, but forgot all of his life as Brown, and was quite confused as to why he was in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
This man's brain literally went, I'm out.
I'm out. He's like, I need a hard reset just for a couple months. He was like, I can't.
Yeah, he's like, I can't deal with whatever's going on, so we're just gonna start over in a new state and as a convenience store owner. Like, I hope that's okay with you.
He's like, when I'm ready to come back, I'll come back.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll come back when I'm ready. Like, bro, what?
I feel like I need that in my life.
Yeah, I can do that.
I feel like I need that.
Right. I'll have my brain shut down for 3 months.
Yeah.
Go to a different state, start over, and then wake up and be like, what?
Like, oh, time to go to work.
Yeah, time to go to work. The second movie fact. Matt Damon trained in the Filipino martial art Kelley for the movie. Cool. It involves the aggressor's energy against him and conserving your own energy.
Okay. Sounds good.
Love that for me. Most of the U.S. Marines in the Zurich consulate were actual Marine security guards assigned to embassies in Europe, at the request of producer Frank Marshall. They used their own uniforms, worked with the director on dialogue, which was eventually cut, and developed the tactics they use in clearing the embassy.
Okay.
Imagine going to work one day and being like, yeah, we're not going to protect the embassy today. We got to go shoot a movie.
We're going to shoot a movie.
You'd be
where
like,
we
what?
pretend to protect the embassy.
Yes. Third or fourth movie fact: Matt Damon went through hundreds of hours of gun training, so he'd look comfortable holding a weapon. And my last movie fact: let's play who was offered the role.
Of Jason Bourne,
You get Jason Bourne.
Brad Pitt.
Yes. Who turned it down so he could do Spy Game.
Never seen it.
I'm gonna help you out with this one. This movie is based on a book, and the original character in the book is a much older guy.
Much older guy.
Mm-hmm.
See, I already think that Matt Damon is kind of old, so...
In 2002?
I know not in 2002.
Oh.
He was not old. But I'm thinking in terms of now, and he's like 50-something.
Oh,
So
think in
I'm
terms of
trying to...
2002.
What?
Think of terms of 2002. Who was old in 2002 that
A
could do
lot of
action?
people, like Henry, what's his name from the Indiana Jones movies?
No, not him.
Him. Sean Connery was old.
Mm-mm.
I almost said Nelson Mandela. That's not who I mean.
Are you trying to say Liam Neeson?
No. Think of a
Who?
black man, Kelly. I'm thinking
Oh,
of what's his name? What is his name?
these are all white men.
Oh, never mind then. Sure, Liam Neeson. Um,
No.
Sylvester Stallone,
Yes.
but he can't act. That's
Okay,
the
that's
whole
one of
reason why
them.
he started the Rocky franchise, because like he
Are you
couldn't
sure?
act.
Okay, think of another iconic early mid 2000s action star.
Toby Maguire.
No. He has his own action franchise.
He has
Lots
his
of
own
movies.
action franchise.
Does his own
You sure
stunts.
it isn't Liam Neeson?
No.
Oh, you're talking about Tom Cruise.
Yes, I'm talking about Tom Cruise.
Okay.
We also have the 38th governor of California.
Jesus, no. Not Arnold.
Yes, Arnold. And then coming in for a very random uh choice, Russell Crowe.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't know about that one.
Don't either. Don't know how I feel.
Yeah. Okay, Jordan, here's the question.
Uh-huh.
Is this movie iconic?
I put no. I was kind of bored. The
Yeah.
pacing was kind of all over the place, and the
Hmm.
plot was bad because there was very
Yeah,
little explanation about
there's so much
anything.
missing.
Like, why did
Like,
they want Bourne dead?
right.
What is Treadstone?
Right.
They literally never tell us what Treadstone is. What is Treadstone? Why did they shut down Treadstone?
Hmm.
Because of one failed mission.
Hmm.
I'm very confused.
Yeah. For a first movie in a franchise, they should have put more information. Like,
There
I don't
should have
even know
been,
how a franchise was built off of this with so little information.
right? There was nothing to build upon. But somehow they made like 3 additional movies and like a spin-off movie.
And I spent, yeah. And then
Which
they
by the
rebooted
way,
it.
I like the spin-off movie better.
Really?
The Bourne, what is it, Legacy with Jeremy
Legacy.
Renner
Winner.
and Rachel Weisz. I like it better.
I mean, I love Rachel Weisz, so
Love Rachel Weisz.
she's so good.
They actually explained stuff in that movie, so I wasn't lost.
Right. Yeah.
Which, by the way, I thought I had seen this movie before because of like the opening scene where he's like in the water. But then as the movie
Hmm.
progressed, I was like, I've never seen this movie before in my life.
I feel like I've seen bits of it. I definitely remember the fight scene with the guy that swung in through the window.
I no.
But like other than that,
That opening scene in the water was the only thing I remembered.
Really?
if I have seen this movie before, which I'm pretty sure I haven't.
Okay.
This was also my first time logging it into Letterbox, so I'm pretty sure I've
Letterbox.
never seen it. So I was like, oh, I've seen this before, and then as it progressed, I was like, what is this movie? I
Hmm.
feel like I've seen the second one
I. Hmm. What
because
was
in the
that
second
one?
one, spoiler alert, I'll probably cut this out. Doesn't Marie die in like the first like 5 minutes?
Shit,
They're like hanging
the
out.
Bourne Supremacy.
They're like hanging out somewhere. They're like living like off the grid, and then I guess like the CIA finds them, and they like shoot their car off a bridge, and then like their car drowns or whatever, and then she like drowns and dies. I feel like that's
Yeah, a shot meant for him kills her instead.
yeah. I've seen the second one, which is very weird, but yeah, never seen this movie
Oh,
before.
Carl Urban's in that one.
Who?
Carl Urban?
Like the singer?
The
Oh,
Boys?
I'm thinking of Keith Urban.
No,
Carl
different
Carl
people.
Urban is from the Star
The
Trek movies,
Boys.
right? And the
Yes, and he's
boys.
from The
Yes.
Boys.
Okay. I
See,
was
I was gonna say Star Trek, but I didn't know if you like how recently you've seen them, so I went with The Boys because it's
yeah,
very
I just
recent.
recently rewatched them.
Oh, I love those
Plus I also seen he was also in something else. What was he in?
movies. Carl Urban?
He was in Thor. He was in that Thor movie, the good
Yes.
one. Ragnarok.
Ragnarok.
Yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. But no, I don't think this movie's iconic.
Yeah.
I gave it a
Sorry.
3 on Letterbox, and I actually kind of want to go back and make it a 2.5.
See what happens when like we talk about it and then you're like, oh wait.
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, Jason.
Sorry, Jason.
Not as iconic as you think you
Thank
are.
you for the Bourne Legacy, though. I gave that movie a 4.
Yeah. We appreciate that. Okay, Jordan, what are your recommendations for this week?
Okay, I have 3.
Okay.
My first one is Can't You See by Total featuring the Notorious B.I.G. Great song. Great
Yo.
little vibey song. They
I
don't
love
make good
that.
music like that anymore.
They don't, honestly.
Love that song. My second one is Like It by Summer Walker and Black. Great song.
Hmm.
Summer Walker's what album is that? What album is that? It's Over It. Her Over It album is really good.
Okay.
So yeah, Like It by Summer Walker and Black. And Black is spelled 6 LACK.
Hmm.
So for the longest time people used to call him Six Flag. And I still have to like try not to call him
Not
Six
to
Flag.
say it like that. That's hilarious.
And then my third song is Caramel by Lloyd. Great song.
Hmm.
A great little mid-tempo song.
Love that.
Fun. What about you, Kelley?
So I have two. And the first one is an album called Drunk on a Flight by Eloise. Really good. I don't know how to like describe her style because I feel like she does so much, but they're all pretty vibey. There are some sad girl songs on there, so beware.
Boo. It's hot outside. Throw that shit out.
Hey, some of us are still a little sad. We'll get there eventually.
You gonna have to get over it. The sun is out. I'm so sorry.
Hey, the sun has been out here for a very long time, and I'm still not over it.
That was meant for winter. It's almost summer. You got to let it go.
It hasn't even been okay. No, we're not talking about this.
We're not talking about this on this podcast.
No,
But
we're not. No, we're not. No, just kidding. And my second one is a song called "All for You" by Micah Edwards and Theo Juarez.
oh, I was thinking of the Janet Jackson song.
It's all for
But I'm sure that song is great too.
It's like a jazz song, so I love it. I'm very into my jazz right now.
Oh, Kelly's
Yeah.
in her scat era. Love that for her.
Yes,
Shoot up,
I'm
shoot
in my
up, shoot
scat
up,
era.
boo up, shoot up, shoot up, shoot up, boo up. Got it.
Shut up! You're so dumb.
everyone, that was a joke. I know that all jazz isn't scat. Like
Yeah.
I'm just playing around.
Yeah, we're just messing around. We're fine.
I'm just in a silly, goofy mood. I was just
Yes.
making
The
a
sun
little
is
chuckle
out.
chuckle.
Jordan's in a. Jordan's here to laugh.
I mean, the sun is currently not out for me.
Oh, true.
It is
Sorry.
still mostly cloudy. Come back at 1 o'clock when the sun actually
Yeah.
is out.
Yeah. Let's talk then.
But yeah, that's it, Kelly.
Yeah, we're good.
That's it. Cool. Thank you for listening. Um, don't forget to follow us on our social media. We have a Twitter and an Instagram. They're both at
Mhm.
SYTYI Podcast. Um, give us some movie requests. What movies do you want us to watch?
Yeah.
No Nick Cage. No Nick Cage. 'Cause I have a story. I have a story.
But we
So
have to do Nick Cage eventually.
no, I was running out of movies to watch at work at the beginning of the week because it was slow Monday and Tuesday. I'm
Hmm.
guessing because of Coachella.
Probably.
And so I was like, let me try to watch Face Off with Nick Cage and John Travolta. I didn't even read the description. I just pressed play.
Hmm.
Um I got like maybe 10 minutes into that movie and I was like, I can't do this, and I turned it off. It was so weird.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Don't. I found out that the premise is that like they switch faces and start wreaking havoc on each other's lives. I was like, this is
What?
ridiculous. First
Oh,
off,
no.
Nick Cage was running around acting crazy. There was a scene at the beginning of the movie where I guess there was like a choir of children singing,
What?
and he was dressed as a priest, and he was just walking around just like singing along with them
Oh.
terribly. And then he went up behind, I'm guessing, their teacher. She looked a little older than everyone else, so I'm hoping she was not a child,
Hmm.
because he started like talking seductively to her and touching her butt. And I was like, you're dressed as a priest.
Hmm.
Mm. It was a mess, Kelly. And then
No.
also at the beginning of the movie, he tried to kill John Travolta's character, ended up killing his son. It was a mess.
What?
It was a mess, Kelly. I turned
Oh my
that shit
gosh.
off. I was like, I can't watch this.
Yeah.
As
No.
soon as we got to the part where the doctors were all like, we're going to put his face onto your face and it's completely reversible, I was like, no.
Wow.
Nope. Off.
Yeah, no.
But yeah, so suggest any movies but Nick Cage movies. Thanks. At
So
our
next week we'll be watching National Treasure
no. At our
or Gone
email
in 60
SY,
Seconds or The Rock.
I've seen all of those movies. National Treasure is the only one worth rewatching.
Okay.
Yeah, so hit us up at our email, sytyipodcast@gmail.com. Also, you can share us with your friends and your family.
Mhm.
Subscribe to us on Spotify or Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to your podcasts, and rate and review us on Apple Podcasts with 5 stars.
Thank you.
Everyone, have a good time. I hope the weather's good for everyone. Hope everyone is taking care of your allergies. Get some Flonase.
Yes. Ugh, allergies really hit me.
I need to like get another thing of Flonase. I'm running out.
Yeah, go re-up that.
Summer's almost here. I hope everyone's been working out, getting summer body ready. And if you don't care, good for you.
Good for you. And if you need
Unfortunately,
motivation to go to the gym, we
um,
also go to the gym after our very long days at work.
yeah. I mean, I don't go to
we,
the gym,
we still
but
do.
I
I
work
do.
out.
I do.
I work out after work.
And if you're fine, I love that for you.
Love it for you.
We love either way for you.
I unfortunately want to be hot this summer, so I'm working out. And even when it's going to be hot out here, instead of like working out on the bike, I'm just going to like go for like a run or for a walk or something.
Mm.
I got to move.
You gotta move.
Got to move. But yeah, thank you so much for listening. Stay iconic.
Bye.